The Democratic Party is a totalitarian party. They want to control every aspect of your life.
When do you think that
and
changed?
They will find.
When did they cross the Rubicon?
I think it's, and here I'm way out of step with Trump, but I think it was the Iraq War. Until the Iraq War, politics had stopped at the water's edge. That was a phrase. And the Democrats supported the war because they were afraid to show their true colors, which are anti-American. And then the minute we got in and there was any trouble, they betrayed the war. And they said that Bush lied and people died, which was a very big lie because they sit on all the intelligence committees and have access to the same information. And they called him Hitler. We have never before had a foreign war where we have a major political party stabbing us in the back. And the Bushies, they're cowards. Why didn't they take them on? If it had been Trump, he would have gone right in their face.
Because they would have, but I don't think America was ready at that time to do that because we didn't believe it. And I think there's a lot of people that still don't believe it. And David, I asked you the Rubicon question for a reason, because I think they've been at the water's edge and they've been creeping across that bridge. But there seems to me during the Trump election, there was a change in the left and there was a change of power. And they are a different party than they certainly were in the 1990s, and they're a different party than they were in 2010.
It's been a 50-year development. It started with the McGovern campaign. You remember his campaign slogan was "America, come home," as though we were the problem. I mean, they will not face that the world is a pretty evil place, that there are all these terrible regimes out there. That don't have our values.
But it's not that they're goody two-shoes, because they're in bed with some of the... I don't understand how they work in their mind. I can stand with Islamists when those Islamists will round them up first.
Yeah, but that's exactly what happened with the Soviet Union. The first people they killed were communists, and the Kronstadt sailors were big supporters of the revolution, but they got out of line. Like I say, the more beautiful the dream, the more criminal you're willing to be to achieve it. And they don't see. They see, they always blame, even with Venezuela. One of the members of that terror caucus in the House, led by Cortez, said that the United States is responsible for the misery in Venezuela. That's what they said about Cuba. That's what they said about the Soviet Union. We're the problem. And when I say, I think Christians themselves have been deprived of the knowledge of how this country's democratic values, the ones we all love, are Christian ideas and are under assault today. Because you can't teach public school kids that the Pilgrims were Christians fleeing persecution.
Correct.
And my book, Dark Agenda, shows all these Supreme Court decisions, which overturned like 170 years of prayer in the schools. If you think about what is the Supreme Court? It's 9 lawyers appointed for life by politicians. Now, how could that go wrong?